Hi, and welcome to 2 Minutes of Tech. Today we'll discuss the best practices for Google Groups management. A Google Group is a single email address which forwards mail messages to multiple recipients, members of that group. Colgate uses Google Groups as our standard mailing distribution list, such as ITS staff, all employees, etc. In this video, we'll concentrate on the most important Google Group settings that a manager should check initially or keep on the radar for occasional review. To get started and see your groups, navigate to groups.google.com/a/colgate.edu and click on My Groups. There's also a link at the top of the standard Google page. This listing shows your groups. The word owner or manager in parentheses means that you can manage the group. Click on the group that you wish to manage and click on the Manage button. The management settings are split into sections, so let's quickly run through them, and later we will concentrate on the most important ones. Under Members, you'll find a listing of all group members. Here you can invite more members to join your group or directly add members without invitation. Invited members can choose to accept or reject an invitation. By using Direct Add, they become members right away. Settings will give you access to group email appearance, behavior options, and more. Under Permissions, you can edit the basic permissions, such as who can view, join, or send email to the group. Let's dig into the Group Information section. Under General Information, you have your group name, group email address, and the group webpage. The Group Description field will be shown in the Colgate Google Groups directory. This should be a brief description of the purpose of the group and overview of the members. This field has a 300-character limit. Under Content Control, you'll find the Archive options. When the Archive option is checked, messages sent to the group will be saved for later access by selected members. Let's go back to the settings and click on Email Options. The Subject Prefix field will be added to the group email subject line. Using such a prefix quickly identifies the source of the message, and it allows recipients to easily search or filter their mail. We recommend surrounding this prefix with square brackets, such as this. The email footer is very important, and it can include such information as how to unsubscribe from the group by email. The footer can also contain custom text, such as, for example, a warning to a group member not to unsubscribe from a particularly important group. Under New Members, you'll see an option called Allow Members External to the Organization. When checked, members without @colgate.edu email address can be added to the group. You can control who can join the group. By default, anyone at colgate.edu can ask to join. The other options prohibit others from even asking or in turn allow them to join on their own. Let's go back to the Members section of the management interface. The All Members setting lets you review the group membership. This is important since Google allows any member to control whether or not they receive group messages. For example, members can set themselves up to receive group messages only as a daily digest, in abridged form, or not at all. This may or may not be appropriate for your group or a given member. For instance, someone on leave may appropriately be set to no email, but this option certainly wouldn't be appropriate for someone who needs to see group messages in a timely fashion. The All Members interface lets you set or reset these options for one or selected collections of members. As a group manager, you should keep in mind that Google allows individual members to remove themselves from a group. You may need to review your member listing to ensure that someone who should belong to a group hasn't actually removed themselves unexpectedly. We highly recommend adding a second owner to a group. A group will in fact disappear if the sole owner account is deleted, which can create problems when staff changes. Let's move on to permissions. The basic permissions allow you to set who can view the archives or topics, who can send and post, and who can join. By default, only group members can view the topics and in turn access the archives, as well as post to the group, but anyone with Colgate University email can ask to join the group. Click on Access Permissions. Note that by default, anyone can contact the owner of the group, but only members of the group can see the membership list. Owner of the group by default is the only one who can see the member email addresses. For more help, go to our Google Group support page at colgate.edu/Google-Groups.